What's up, people? I wanted to talk a bit more today about practicing and how I practice. So, a few days ago, we were talking about how you have to kind of baby yourself. Sorry, there's a fly flying around. You have to kind of baby yourself to not quit, right? So here's a perfect example. I've been practicing Black Adam's dive kicks again because I've been playing with Ender a little bit and a few other people in my Steam friends list. So one thing that I learned with Black Adam is I can do the dive kicks pretty easily on the left side, and it has to do with how strong your left hand is. Hold on. Okay, I guess I can't do them. What the heck? There we go. Like, I can do these pretty... Once I get the hang of it, I can do them pretty reliable on the left side, right? Or not. Whatever. Anyway, they're pretty hard to do overall, right? So, the right side is where I struggle a lot. Like, I always get this, right? I always get the jumping kick. Which means what's happening is I'm not inputting dive kick correctly on the second jump, because you have to do it as soon as he lands, right? Like that. And you also have to make sure that you don't press them at the same time. Like, if I press forward, if you look at the bottom left of the screen, if I press forward as I press A, there's a high chance that I'm gonna miss that dive kick. See? Right there. There's a high chance I'm gonna miss that dive kick. So what I need to do is I need to do it before I hit the command button. Right? See, that was a bad one. That was a bad one too. That was a bad one. You want to do it before you hit the command button, because that ensures that you'll get the dive kick correctly. Because you could miss time hitting them at the same time, so it's better to just do it early, like that. Now, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because for today, I was doing the dive kick and I got 10 dive kicks in a row on the left side, but I couldn't get 10 dive kicks in a row on the right side. So, sorry, there's a fly again. So, what you need to do is you have to break it down into even easier terms, right? So, I was practicing the whole combo, but I can't get this 10 times in a row. So that means I'm not consistent. I'm not consistent enough to do this particular move. So what I need to do is I need to dumb it down even more. So let's say I don't want to finish it, so maybe I just do this. Maybe I just do that, right? And I keep trying to do that until I get 10 of them in a row. Maybe I slow it down. Sometimes slowing it down helps too. So like if you slow this down, so if I do... Oh man. This is a perfect example, by the way, of why you should practice slowly, right? So... I finish that one, I slow it down, I wait a little bit, then I try the next one. And see, I still can't do it. So what that means is I need to remove the combo idea, and I need to go back to basics. So, okay, I'm not landing 2 dive kicks in a row, so let's practice 2 dive kicks. Oh, I can't do that, right? So let me just practice this. Practice getting the regular dive kick, and making sure that I get all the directional inputs in before I do the command. And you just have to keep dumbing it down. And some days you'll be able to do, like, for example, I was able to do 10 of these combos in a row on the left side, but on the right side, after about 10-15 minutes, I could not land it. So what I had to do is I had to dumb it down even more. Which means, yeah, in game you're gonna struggle doing this combo, and this is something you realize you need to work on, right? So you practice that, practice this. See, I'm doing it again. And you just practice until you get consistency, and eventually your brain and your fingers, they'll get stronger, everything. You'll be able to do the actual combo 10 times in a row, right? And I just think this is really important for players who aren't pro players, because pro players will try to grind through this shit, but like for casual and intermediate players, they'll give up because they don't dumb down they don't dumb down the combo enough to where eventually they can link it consistently. And I do this with every character I play, every combo I do. This is something I've kind of become more strict on lately, because I've noticed that as I travel through games, my combos are shit, and the reason why is probably because I don't practice this consistency. And I think that this is a very good way to start, especially if you're either new to a new fighting game, or you've always struggled with combos or setups. Like even setups, you could do it with setups, right? So, you know, let's say I want to do his 1-1 into trait, and then do like a block string. You just practice that, and then maybe, you know, maybe you can't link it correctly at first, like that, right? Maybe you have to do, and then just practice doing the beginning. 2-2 trait. 2-2 trait. 2-2 trait. And then eventually, you know, you can add this too. And then now 2-2 trait. Right? And make sure you're constantly paying attention to the left screen, because if you're messing something up, usually, unless it's timing related, you can tell by looking at the left screen. The left screen, the left side of the screen where your inputs are, they're gonna show where you messed up your input, right? Like for instance, I was able to tell that my dive kicks were coming out bad because I was inputting it as soon as I did the command button. I was inputting them at the same time. And that's not, I highly recommend you don't do that. That makes it much harder. Unless you're doing something like flawless blocking, it just makes it harder. It's much easier if you input the directionals first and then input the command. And teach your kind of left hand to be stronger and faster than your right hand, because then your left hand will always input the inputs first and then the command next. But anyway, I have a notebook here too, and the notebook just says like B&B combo 1, anti-air combo, dive kick, block string, and I have 10 on each one. And then like I said, today dive kick, I did not get dive kick on right side. So what I did was I went ahead and put only dive kick, and I practiced only dive kicks on the right side. And that's just kind of something you want to practice. I think that will make you a more consistent player. I've had better experience with this in MK11 when I was playing Katana. I did this consistently with Katana. It's one of the main reasons. I still drop her jump 2 combo because it's really specific, but pretty much everything else I'm able to, you know, flawless block, you know, on certain minor strings and stuff like that, because that's literally what I did. I broke it down into the smallest bits and pieces, and then eventually I built it all the way up to where I could do it consistently. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about today. Subscribe for more tutorials, practice kind of advice, because I feel like that's more where I'm heading at this point. So I'll see you guys later. Have fun playing any fighting game you love playing. See you later.